All right, ladies and gents, I think we have cracked it. Seems to be working, and even the stream, even though the stream was lagging behind a little bit, might just be some connectivity issues. It does seem to have been streaming the same version, and it wasn't getting blocky or anything. So I'm going to play the demo again. This is the final thing I'm doing tonight. I've changed all of my settings. I think it's gonna work. We are going to play this demo for like the 9th and final time. I'm streaming it. I'm recording it. It's the ultimate test. Let's go. If you're watching this on YouTube, the reason I'm using this game as a test is because it just kept throwing encoding issues every time I got to like the boss at the end. And so I've been using it as a way to kind of fix my OBS settings, my stream settings, which have been messed up for a couple of months now. But now I'm actually going to play it. I played it at first just as a demo, like I do a bunch of other demos, but then I ran into those issues and I tried it again, and then I decided to use it as a way to test my new settings. It looks like we fixed the settings, so I'm going to go back through it. I've already beaten it many times. I'm going to go back through it. I'm going to say pretty much all the same stuff I've said before a few times over, so that you can see how I feel about the game as I play through it. Obviously, it's not going to be first reactions, but it doesn't matter too much. Let's go. So, this is another Crab's Treasure. This is... Let me turn up the audio of the game a little bit. It has good music, on the boss at least. It is a third-person action RPG, Souls-like. Souls-like usually means it's got challenging combat, and then it has a couple of special things as well, such as an Estus flask. So bottom right is our health. Those are going to come back to us every time we restart, but it doesn't have bonfires or anything like that. So calling it Souls-like is a little bit weird because it does seem to be more level-based, which no Souls-like game is like that, really. I mean, I guess you could call like Demon Souls level-based, right? Because you go into a certain area of a world, but they're huge zones, and this seems to be... This demo, at least, is a very short little area. One thing, so RB is attack, RT does nothing, LB is block, LT does nothing, X nothing, Y nothing, B is a dodge roll, A is a jump, and we can hold A to glide as well. We've got left stick nothing, right stick is going to lock onto enemies when we get around to them. One of the main things about this game is it uses, you're a hermit crab. So it uses shells. Here we go. We got a soda can. It's medium weight or strength, I guess. It's got 3 shields, so I guess that's just like a numerical value of how strong it is. 65 is the actual armor that it has, and so it's going to take damage. That's going to go down until it eventually breaks. And depressurize is the special ability that this gives us. So acknowledge the knowledge. Press LB, and now our block is much nicer. We can still attack, but now we can block. You can see bottom left, we have the depressurize. Those abilities do use those pink stars next to it, so you need to be careful. You need to know how many they use. For this attack, it uses all 3 because it's like a big slam. It's like a big blast attack. We have our shell health under that, and then our health. I do want to mention that the first time I played this, I died a couple of times to one of the enemies in the middle of the level, and then on the boss I died once as well. And the reason is... Games like this, they have 2 ways of being played. I think there's usually 2 sets of styles. There are 2 different styles of Souls-like games. One of them really like you dodge rolling. They want you to be attack, 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 dodge roll around, dodge roll away, dodge roll forward, attack, attack, attack. And some of them really like you blocking. And if you play one style of game as the other, you're going to be in for a really bad time. And I was. So this game really likes blocking. The reason is you're usually very close to enemies. I don't think there's like many iframes or any iframes on your dodge roll. You don't just get to like get through attacks or escape attacks for free just by panicking a dodge roll out or timing a dodge roll even. I feel like you still get hit. And the whole game is about these different shells. It's about remaining flexible, being nimble, and being able to lose a shell to a hit, move around the arena, find another shell, change your tactics a little bit, because the new shell is going to have, you know, new abilities. It's going to allow you to be a little bit faster because it's not as heavy, or it's not going to have as much strength to protect you. So it's all about, you know, going with the flow and keeping up with new shells and stuff. And I really, really like that. But playing it wrong is you're gonna, like I say, you're gonna be in for a bad time. So let's get his first enemy here. We're already focusing on it. We'll acknowledge the knowledge. I'm gonna block. He's gonna attack twice, and then we're gonna get in. I'm gonna we got him. We got him before we had to depressurize. We got him with a 3-hit combo. I do really love this. You see how this is? You see how it looks? Like it tightens where we are. It pulls towards us. I really love that, even though it's clearly just like a 2D texture. It's just a flat image that they're warping to wherever we are. I just think it's a really neat trick. Anyway, I do really like the bottle cap because it allows us to do a shoryuken like that. So we're gonna take that. We have some pink things here. I didn't know what you could do with these my first run through the game, but I realized after you can go into the menu here, which I didn't realize before. I don't know why I didn't check that. Although I did play the first version of the demo. I played it basically as soon as it came out, and I'm not sure if some things were different or not working properly. Since then, there's been a couple of updates. But if you go to skills, you'll see I have an ability here. You can hold down RB for a powerful stabbing attack. We got a parry. Release your block the moment an enemy strikes. I need to try that. After parrying an enemy, quickly press RB to perform a counterattack. We need to try this. We need to try this. But even if I had 5 of this, 5 pink things, which I will get soon, I'm still not allowed to unlock this. So it's really just a way to show us what the skill tree looks like and not actually allow us to play with it, which is a big shame. We do get a grappling hook. Using that on an enemy doesn't really seem to work. I saw that we could use it on shells and pull the shells towards us. That's pretty interesting. It doesn't seem to hit enemies. I mean, bread claw is funny because it's like the plastic, it's like a claw for the plastic bag of bread. But the fact that the currency is microplastics is hilarious. We're gonna fight this guy. See, you can't really aim it. It's just kind of messed up. We're gonna try and knock him off the edge. I've done this. I did it before and I thought it was funny. Yeah, he killed himself. No, he didn't. Now he did. No? No, now he's just down there. Ah, well. We're gonna leave him. We're gonna move on. We're gonna get across there. Little hook shot. And yeah, one of the main things is, as you know, the microplastics thing, it's funny, but you need, if you've seen this game on Twitter and that's how you've kind of come, oh, I love these Hollow Knight, like, sit down and chill out things. That's cute. If you saw this game on Twitter, I mean, they've got like a really good marketing team. They're really funny. They're always posting all sorts of silly memes and gameplay clips and stuff. So this game's kind of gone viral a couple of times just because of its silly nature. But if you don't know this game company, Aggro Crab, and you've never played their first game, Going Under, highly recommended. It's like a 3D, I mean, people call it like a Hades-like, right? Even though it's really just, yeah, it's a roguelike, room to room, fighting enemies, getting upgrades, fighting bosses. But it's 3D and you can interact with way more things. There's items that you've got to pick up, you've got to change, you know, it's like this game where you're constantly changing weapons, you're changing items that you have to stave off enemies, and you're getting upgrades as well, but it's a lot more kind of finicky. Your character's a lot bigger and the rooms are a lot smaller. It's not like Hades where you just like dash, 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 where you can just like bounce around a room killing everything. It's a lot more heavy. It's really a lot of fun, especially if you're in tech or you're in like the startup world. There's just a lot of humor around that. Absolutely recommend checking it out. That's Going Under. Dodging attacks. This is a trick. This is a trick because it tells you about dodging attacks just before you fight this enemy, which makes you feel like you should be dodging all of the attacks, and that's what tricked me the first time. This is not true. You should be dodging attacks when you can dodge them, and you should be blocking attacks most of the other time, I would say. Like right now, yeah, when he comes at me like this, yeah, I can be dodging it out of the way, right? But when I'm right up in his face, no, I want to be attacking, and then I want to be blocking. I want to try and get this. Actually, I want to try and get this parry on the go. Let's see if we can get him when he swings. We're gonna change shell. I want to try. Right, so we block, and then as soon as he hits us, come on. We couldn't get him. Well, it doesn't matter. We're just gonna have to kill him now. Now we're in trouble, you see. Now we're dead. I was trying to get that riposte off, but I couldn't get it. It just wasn't happening. So I'm not sure how we get the parry. What's this? Junk recovered. Oh, it started us at the beginning. Oh, well, if I'd have known that, I would have definitely not done this. Okay. Wow, it took us all the way back here. That kind of sucks. I was only doing that to see if I can even get the riposte. Otherwise, we'd have just killed him and moved on. Whatever. Let's just run past a couple of enemies here. Oh no, I'm gonna fall off the edge. Now that I'm recording it, I'm doing so bad. I was running through this game like in a minute and a half, and now I'm messing around because I'm having to talk through what I'm doing again. So we're gonna run back up to that guy. We're just gonna avoid this guy, basically. We're gonna run back up to that guy. We'll kill him real quick, and then we'll move on. Here we are. Let's just blast him away. There we go. Get depressurized. Gonna get blocked. Gonna get attacked. Attacking out of order there, I feel like, boy. We take one of these. We're gonna move over here. I believe this is a shortcut to get us back, but I've never been back down there to check. We can heal. We can use one of the Zestus flasks. Sure, why not? I actually really like these shot glasses. This is like a parry in itself. It makes you into like a bunch of spikes, and when an enemy hits you, you like explode. So we'll use that for this big guy over here, a barbed hook. One thing I really dislike about this game is these jellyfish. For one, they're like dome-shaped. So, I'll go into that in a minute. They're like dome-shaped, so you can kind of slide off of them if you don't land on them dead center. Or I was doing before anyway. I don't seem to do it as much now. That was the first version of the demo. Maybe it was just a bit of an issue. But mainly, it's the fact that they're not bounce pads. The fact that they're a jellyfish in a game and they're not bounce pads it just hurts my brain. I just don't even like to think about it. So we're gonna fight these guys. We're gonna parry them away. Let him do what he wants. I'm gonna go get my other shell. We're gonna finish him off with a nice little depressurize. He's fallen down to his death. Has he actually died? He has died. Look at that cigarette butt. People are disgusting. What I didn't also realize my first playthrough is, like I said, I didn't realize we could do this, but look, I can't buy this for some reason. So I can't use it, even though I have the crystals for it. But I didn't realize we could also equip things. So there's this stowaway here. I actually had a different thing before as well. I must have missed picking something up because there was another thing that I found before. We'll get another shot glass. I really like the shot glass. We are gonna go get the secrets up here. And by secrets, I just mean little bits of platforming to get these other items. Oh, it's already down. Right, jump up. There are two things. There's like that chancler, there's the sandal there, and then the crystals. But if you go all the way up here, there's more crystals. So what we want to do is go up here first. And instead of having to get on the other one, we can just go here. Now we can have another Estus flask. So now we're back up to 3, but we can hold 4 now. And then we need to glide right across here. Oh, we made it. Not that we can do anything with these purple crystals. It's just fun to get everything in the demo. Oh, my shot glass. Alright. Barbed hook. Barnacle. Alright, so we did get something extra. Got a barnacle, 1 extra defense. Love that. Get you killed. We don't have much of the shell left, but you know what? Let's go use the shards one more time against this guy. The shell's gonna go away, but we did a lot of damage with it. We actually managed to like stun him. We also got a healing pod. And a rusty nail, +4 attack, -3 MSG. That's very funny. But what is MSG? It's funny that it is a thing. MSG is enhances damage of umami-based attacks. I think the umami-based attacks are the like specials. It's hilarious that it's called MSG though. I love that. Oh my god, clicking on him is bad. So why don't we... I want that. I want the attack. This is extra defense. This is increased umami. Well, if we're going against the umami anyway, we might as well be doing this. So our special abilities are going to do less, but our main attack is going to do a lot more. And we're at the boss basically now. Another thing I really don't like is these. Look at this. We're going to take the party hat to the boss just because it's fun. Look at this. We press this. No, you know what? You need to get over here. We go get a heart back, right? It's a harvest heart kelp. We click on it. And instead of just giving us the heart, it throws it out. But then there's physics. So it can like roll away. And the first time I clicked on it and I ran away, not realizing that the heart popped out of it. I was just like, well, I clicked, I got the heart, and I left. But no, you actually need to... So this can go off the edge, yeah. So, yeah, I didn't like that. I don't know why I just press Y and it just gives you the heart. But no, you gotta press Y and then you've got to pick it up again afterwards. It just seems a little bit strange, but sure, whatever. Anyway, let's go on to the boss. Disconnected. We're disconnected from Twitch, and I don't know why. So I think now it's an internet issue. But my recording should still be working, which means I can finish this off, which is mostly what I care about. Let's go do that. So the test has worked. I have been able to get all the way here, but now my internet is not being able to support what I'm uploading. So maybe I need to just change a few more little tweaks. Don't forget we got a block. The blue aggro symbol is when you dodge, so acknowledge that knowledge. I did dodge at the worst time and got F'd in the air. We are using our umami attacks. Not really sure why. I thought I was blocking there, but I wasn't. I got hit twice. Sorry, I was a little distracted then. I think I need to... Sure, I don't know what moon jelly is, but... What, this jelly? This is the jelly? Okay. I mean, I guess it is a moon jelly, but I don't know why it would do that. Anyway, we'll run back down here and we'll kill this guy real... Oh, wrong way. I've had no issue fighting this guy the last, like, 12 times I've done it, but the Twitch is messing up. A little distract. I'm gonna have to go look over there and just focus on the game. I'm just gonna finish this off. I've played it so many times, I'm just sick of it now, to be honest, but let's dodge to the side and we're gonna umami blast you. And now, I know it doesn't do that much, so now we need to get in 1, 2, he's gonna do the 3, and we're gonna get him for the normal attack. We got him, we stunned him by doing an absolute ton of damage up front. So this rusty nail were really good. And then we can... Ow. He broke... Oh, he didn't break my shell. I don't... Oh, I love that he's got a broken bottle now as well. We need a new shell. We're gonna go grab this. Dodge that. We'll depressurize him. We don't have enough to depressurize. I forgot we've kept our low umami. I'll just beat him up over here. There we go. He's dead. We had really high attack. We weren't gonna run into any trouble that time. And we did it. Pollution scoured. Love that. Got a pristine pearl, and then we just wait for the demo to end. There's nowhere else to go. And yeah, that's it. So, thoughts. Now that I actually get to finish the demo and the recording of it. My thoughts are, as a demo, I'm giving it a 3 out of 5. And the reason is, as a demo, I don't think it does anything to really engage me. Like, oh, you've got to come back and play more, you know, like we didn't get to see the skill tree. We don't see how combat's going to evolve. There was no story hook. The world that it let us explore is just a very basic underwater level. It just didn't look like, it wasn't super interesting or unique in any way. And so I feel like as a demo, maybe it wasn't the best part of the game to show off. Yeah, it just didn't do anything to hook me. Like, I was excited for the game, But now I'm not like, oh, I really can't wait till this comes out. I'm more like, oh yeah, I'm sure it's going to be a fun time. I'm probably going to play it because I liked their last game and the demo was, you know, fun enough. So it was just like a nice experience, but it definitely wasn't hype inducing. Like it just didn't grab us in any way, grab me at all. What I do really like is the shell changing. Obviously, we only got to see a couple here, but I want there to be so many shells in this game. I hope you can change your weapon at some point, or you can have a couple of different weapons that you change. It does look like there's going to be items. For the bottom right is kind of empty. Apart from that, it seems it seems nice. It seems fun. I don't really understand the platforming. There wasn't really a challenge to the platform. It just seemed to be there because it's an underwater game. But what is the purpose of the platforming? I feel like I want to see more challenge with the platforms, like actual platforming challenges. Like you've got to be good at platforming to get across or whatever. Or you've got combat that requires the platforming, like there's an enemy that hops between different platforms, or you know, something like that, because somewhere where you use the platforming for a purpose instead of it just being there as I've got to jump across these two gaps because the thing that I want is on the other side. You know what I mean? Like there's no reason for it, and it's weird for a Dark Souls game to really have platforming that isn't really weird. Or like for secrets and stuff. But yeah, this one is like a 3D platforming. Like you have a jump button and you can glide. But why? Is there anything that you know, does that change anything in combat, which is really the focus of the game as a Souls-like especially. So that's one thing as well. So yeah, just kind of like middling, the demo. I am excited for its game to come out. If you haven't played Going Under and you're excited for this game, I'd recommend going to play that. You're really going to enjoy it, I'm sure. But yeah, I think it's going to be nice when it comes out. I think it's a demo that could have done a lot better, I feel like, as a demo. But it's just a little taste. Just a little taste of the very beginning of the game is what I expect this to be. I do think it's a little bit easy. I know I died a couple of times there, but it is pretty simple, is combat. You know, you're holding block. You attack, you hold block. Use your power, you hold block. It wasn't a lot of... I don't know, I didn't feel I had to really overcome any enemies or special attacks or whatever. It was just like, oh, he's going to swing the ball 3 times. I'm just going to stay away, then I'm going to attack it, and then I'm going to dodge to the left when he does the slam attack or whatever. There wasn't too much consideration in fighting. It was just very kind of hacky. Just da-da-da-da-da. You know, very, very brawler-like. But I still enjoyed it. Like I said, I gave it a 3. Very excited that this recording actually worked. But yeah, let's move on. Another Crab's Treasure. Thanks for watching. Bye.